Ebro, Rosenberg show.
Yo, are we excited? I am. I don't know about we, but I am. Jay-Z, 30 years, Reasonable Doubt. They just put Dead Presidents 2 on the streaming services. Rosenberg, I saw you post the whole thing on your social media about it.
I did. I thought it was cool, just because I think a lot of people don't remember that anymore. That originally, it wasn't Dead Presidents 2, about Dead Presidents, the original.
The original.
So he put out the original single now on streaming services, because when the album came out, it was a different version of the song.
That's right.
And you have to be sort of a nerd or a DJ to remember the original Dead Presidents. That was the video. That was that single cover of him driving. That whole version was kind of forgotten because they put the new lyrics version on the album. So I thought that was like a little warm-up, it seemed like, to get people ready for Reasonable Doubt 30.
It took me right back. I had a record pool at the time.
Okay.
You know, I serviced DJs from from Northern California all the way to Seattle. Shout to Cutfather up in Seattle and his crew up there.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when that vinyl came in. It was highly anticipated.
You mean the priority one with the cover?
Yeah.
With the main
cover,
one?
Yeah, with the main cover. Yeah.
You still have it, Rosenberg?
Oh, yeah, of course. And before that, I have a Dead Presidents promo where the B-side is an album sampler.
Yeah.
And there's like 5 songs on the back, including Can't Knock the Hustle, without Mary J. Blige.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I think it's just no singing. I think
there's no singing on
There's just no singing at all. It's just the doom, 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 which I thought was fire. Yo, man, y'all don't even know. What? I'm so down with Jay-Z from day one. I remember hearing having to get adjusted to the Mary J version. I'm like, okay, well, sing it. It's a little sing-songy, you know.
You was saying, keep it real.
Of course I was.
Hey, why you got this girl singing on the record?
We need another Mary. You got to get Mary on your album, because it was 96.
Yeah.
If you could get the Mary feature, that was the big marquee thing to do. He got the Mary feature. He got the Biggie feature. Are those the two big? Those are the two big features on the album.
Yep.
But now I'm excited to celebrate 30 years of Reasonable Doubt. I mean, I know we've celebrated it before. Let's be clear. The 10-year Reasonable Doubt album concert was a big deal.
2006.
That was a big deal. Yo, that was 20. It's been 20 since that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I know.
Where was the concert again?
2006.
It was Radio City, I believe. I think he did Radio City in 2006. Yeah, I think my brother went and has the shirt.
That's fire. Yeah, well, he dropped his website, Jay-Z30. I wonder what else he's gonna.
Well, there's got to be vinyl.
Pop up.
There's gonna be. I'm positive. There's gonna be some sort of like museums and these sort of things, memorabilia.
I'm sure.
I mean, all of that sort of thing.
Because the Brooklyn Museum exhibition was amazing. That was really dope.
Brooklyn Library.
I mean, excuse me, the library.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Really cool. I really.
You didn't go
enjoyed
over
it.
there for that.
No. Missed it.
It was dope.
I'm one of the 8 people in the industry who wasn't invited, so at that point I protested. Once the invite didn't come in, I wasn't going with the regular.
Was it an invite thing?
Yes.
At the beginning, it was invited.
Yes, of course.
I think I just went.
Well, you did, because you're a good person, and you live in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I just went, and it was.
I'm a bad person. I don't live in Brooklyn, so I was waiting for my invite.
offended. Oh, come on.
You played yourself.
No, I am disappointed. It sounded pretty cool.
I wonder if
That
he's
was
going
very
to do
dope.
like a secret show. Imagine a little pop-up show.
You think Hov does a show?
Well, he did.
An intimate one would be fire.
I went to his last intimate show,
Which one?
the B-side show.
That was at Webster Hall?
2018 or 19.
That was at like Terminal
No, I think it was
5.
Webster Hall.
Webster Hall, I remember. Because I remember when you...
And he brought Nas out. He brought Cam out, if I recall. I went to that. I remember because it was during my bad days. I was solo
What are
dolo.
bad days?
I was not doing good. I was not doing good at that time, but I still went. I think I was like staying in a hotel or living God knows where.
no.
Oh,
But
what do you mean bad? Like relationship bad?
Yeah, like I was out bouncing around in these streets.
Right.
But I did go. I think I rolled dolo to that show, and it was dope. It was dope. I'd be excited for listen. It's important to celebrate this piece. Like no matter how much like we celebrate Jay-Z, and it can get very big and lofty. And I'm not always big on focusing on his corporate exploits. Like everyone will be like, marveling at his business. I don't really care about that. Not that I don't think it's impressive, but like I'm not really big into the celebration of billionaires, no matter if I like them or not.
You're not even big in the celebration of business.
I'm not big in the celebration of business, and I'm certainly not big in the celebration of like billions of
You don't
dollars.
even like business.
Not particularly.
You hate business.
I wouldn't go that far. I like.
You're terrible at business.
That might be true too. But like, if I found out someone went from 0 to like 1 million, cool story, bro. What I hear, once we've gone from like 200 million to 900 million, I'm like, all right, man, I don't care anymore. But the celebration of Jay's music, I'll never get bored of. I mean, no matter
The art. You love the art.
The art he is, man. I was listening to a Jay-Z freestyle on Flex the other day from, I don't even remember which era it was from. Yo, man, he just had these moments that were so special. And we've gotten so removed from him, and he's become such a big, larger-than-life thing that it's easy to forget. That's the thing I always want him to remind people of. And that's why it's important to celebrate Reasonable Doubt 30,
And
because of that.
That's exactly why I think an intimate show would be super dope. It would just make it special.
What if he did? But why go intimate, though? Like, maybe go big arena. Maybe go MSG, though, for one Reasonable Doubt. You play the whole album
just one
at MSG. That would be fire, too.
I'm with whatever. Whatever they decide, I'm with it.
You haven't heard anything yet.
And obviously, guys, wishful thinking. We don't know anything.
Well, I'm going to try to dig into it.
Well, at least Rosenberg and I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, who knows?
Well, Rosenberg, you're a journalist. Are you doing any journaling on this Jay-Z thing? Since you were there at the beginning.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Any passion towards like really trying to?
Well, I believe it's 4 months and 14 days between now and the anniversary of Reasonable Doubt.
Really?
I believe that's right. Yes.
Okay, that's enough time.
That's enough time. So I was trying to think about, what would be a good method to do it? Is it a Patreon vehicle?
Okay.
Where we can play the music? Because that's the nice part, is that if we do it on Patreon, we could play music. So that way we could get some. I was looking at the producer track list for the album and seeing, like, obviously we can't get Clark on the show anymore.
I know.
But I have lots of Clark audio of Clark talking about.
Don't we have Clark? We have a lot of Clark.
Yeah, we do. We do from our show, and I have multiple one-eps with him.
Yeah.
But Primo will be fire. He's always great.
Yeah, Primo could come up here and do it. There's a lot of people who could do it, by the way. Ski. I don't think I've ever talked to Ski. I think that would be awesome.
Amazing. I don't know if anybody's talking to Ski.
Ski's around. And that's really my intro to Jay-Z. I know there's some people even before that. My intro to Jay-Z is not Hawaiian Sophie. I'm not that old school. I don't really remember Hawaiian Sophie like that. My intro to Jay-Z is really Original Flavor. And that was Ski's group, for people who don't realize. Right. Ski was the producer, the MC, and then Ski produced In My Lifetime, produced on this album, was a really, like, there are multiple people who are key. I was also thinking it would be great to get Dame.
Dame.
Like, could Dame put aside any of the bullish and say, listen, we don't want to, we could do 2 conversations. If you want to have one where you just go Dame Dash and do your Dame Dash thing, knock yourself out. We'll give you the floor. We don't have to agree with what you're saying, but knock yourself out. But what we really want to do is put that aside and talk about the greatness that you were a part of building with him. Like, can he do that still? I think he can.
I saw a clip the other day. I'm not sure.
You're not?
I don't think so
I'm
either.
not convinced.
Dame, I have faith that you can have a conversation about the greatness of Reasonable Doubt coming together without it being about what's happened since. I think you can.
I just don't think he wants to.
But that's part of your legacy. That's part of your legacy too.
Wasn't there a clip where he was like, I don't want to talk about that man. Why
Yeah, that's
do I
what
talk
I'm
about that
saying.
man? And I was like, okay. That's why I'm assuming.
Because it goes back to what I said about 50 yesterday. Not everybody cares about the hip-hop culture like that anymore, bro. There's a lot of us that do, and there's some significant individuals that they just not here for all that, man. They're just not.
All that hipping and hopping.
They're not here. What's the bag looking like? What am I getting out of it? That's it.
And in some cases, and I would argue actually in the case of Dame and 50, that's kind of who they were from the beginning.
Yeah, it was all about
It was
the
all
hustle.
the- it was all the
all
hustle.
about the hustle and getting money.
Jay and his music was the angle to getting money.
Well, and Jay cared about the craft and the art,
But that was his job. Biggs and Dame.
but also ultimately ended up caring about the hustle. I think it's how you go after the
But
hustle.
Jay does care about the
Yes.
beauty of Jay is
He cares about both.
He definitely
but
still
that's
cares.
my point. My point is there are individuals that understand that when the art is great and the craftsmanship is great, you get to the bread that you've always wanted to get to.
Right.
Some people, it's just they clamoring, they hustling, they grabbing, they moving, they thrashing and burning.